watching Bolt Central, live from Chargers training camp.
Come on in. Welcome to the Chargers training camp special. I am Darren Haynes alongside seven-time Charger, former Charger, Jalil Adai, Chris Hayrie. And listen, guys, if you want us to start off with a bang, that's the bang right there.
That's right.
Dayon Henley, he was like, I'm not going to wait for you guys 15 minutes in the show. I'm going to do it now.
Come on now.
Well, welcome to the show, man.
I mean, for starters, appreciate you guys having me. It's always an honor to be able to talk and speak with you guys and in front of our fans. Like, this is the best place to be right here. You know, football around us, talking to guys who know the game and just fans of it, just like me. It's beautiful.
Now, the good thing about you, Dayon, he's a Crenshaw High star.
Yeah.
A few days ago, you talked about not having like a chip on your shoulder, but a bag of chips on your shoulder. Talk about that mentality and how you're bringing that to training camp.
I mean, when I talk about that bag of chips, it's just so much stuff that just piles on as the years come. And I speak about just last season. I feel like I was able to get my name out there just a little bit, get some respect in that aspect. But I feel like it's so much more that I want from the game. Just getting to the NFL was a goal of mine, but longevity, and then not only just longevity, but being at the top of the game at some point in my career is that bag that I speak of. And so I come out here with that enthusiasm, that energy, and not just that me alone. I just look for my team to give me that as well. The other 10 guys, the other 100 guys is backing me.
Dayon, not a bag of chips or boulder on your shoulder the way
Yes.
you made that jump from year one
Yes.
to year two. And you did come on the scene hot. Obviously, I think you were a Pro Bowl snub, but you made such a great jump. With a guy like Denzel Perriman in the room, a seasoned vet, one of my former teammates, I know what he brings to the table on and off the field. How big has that been for you?
I mean, it's huge. Just being around a guy that is seasoned as he is, and just to have that type of wisdom around me, it's so good to joke about how old of a guy he is, but the words that he speaks to me, they always rest heavy on my heart, on my mind, because I know that he's been in this league for so long, and not only has he been in the league, but he's always been a part of a team. You can be in this league and just be in the waiting for however long. You know, I know guys like that. I've come across guys like that. But Denzel has always found his way onto a team. So, I mean, his words bring value. His play brings value. And that's the type of guy I'm trying to be around.
You know, Dan, another player on that defense, Derwin James, he was an all-pro his rookie season. When he says Dayon Henley is going to be an all-pro in year 3, how does that hit you?
I mean, it hits hard. It hits home for sure, because I'm just, like I spoke about just a second ago, it's the team. It's the guys that's around me that's pushing me. Not only is it motivate me, like my personal goals, but also to have that, like, exterior, the guys on the outside give me the same type of goals. It's something, the bar that I'm trying to reach and raise. And then you talk about a Pro Bowl snub. I feel like that's just an honor to have my name mentioned amongst those guys who were in the Pro Bowl, because everybody's deserving. Pro Bowler, All-Pro. Obviously, I want my name to be in that hat, but just to be mentioned means that I'm close. I'm not there yet.
147 tackles. What are we doing?
That's the team.
What are we doing?
Tackle machine. Yeah, but it's always something more, right? You know, it's always an edge that the guy might have gotten over me. And if you get to the top too fast, you may fall off just as fast. So I'm steady chasing. I want to reach that peak and keep going and reach the next one after that.
Now, you have your first preseason game coming up. It's the Hall of Fame game. You're going down to Canton. What do you think that experience is going to be like for you?
First of all, it's a blessing to start football so soon. You guys get wrapped up in the fact that it starts earlier than everybody else, but for me, it's like just a blessing. Team guys, get to be around them. The locker room is important. To go down to Canton, get that experience I've never had before, to be in a room and around some guys like some greats, Antonio, just to have that type of vibe is something that I'm chasing, and I'm so ready to embrace it.
How's the Portuguese? Duolingo?
Oh, the Duolingo, the Portuguese.
That's it.
I'm working on it.
Hey, you have a few more days to get it.
Is Ola in there? I don't know. Somebody gonna have to school me.
I don't know.
I know.
5 more weeks.
I got
You got
Ola.
5 more weeks.
I think Ola translates across all realms. So we working on that.
Hey, they're telling me to wrap with you, but one quick question: have you talked to Rashan Slater in regards to the money he's getting paid?
Man.
Did you ask him for $5?
Have you seen the brake truck? I went over there to him today. I sat next to him. And I'm like, I don't usually sit over here. I'm just trying to soak up the millions. I know I don't usually be around here, but you know, I'm just trying to be around greatness, man. And that guy right there, bro, he is so deserving of it. His mentality, it hasn't changed. He's right out here, right back in the field, right back in the pads. But not only is he doing it, but he's doing it as if he never missed a day.
Yeah.
And he hasn't, though. A lot of people think he hasn't been around. He has been around, focused, detailed. We knew this was coming.
Yep.
We knew it was deserved.
Well, let's talk about the money that he's getting paid. Dan, I appreciate you for joining us.
Appreciate you,
I mean,
for having me.
Listen, Rashan Slater got paid, you guys. The left tackle, 4-year, $114 million extension, $92 million guaranteed according to reports. That makes him the highest paid offensive tackle. That makes him the highest paid offensive tackle in history. Talk about a deal today.
Went to college, didn't know I was going to make it to the NFL. I just thought, I'm going to give it my all every day and kind of see what happens. And just been doing that this whole time, and I'm super thankful for what's brought. My phone was blowing up. I think the news broke before I even signed. So it was cool, just tons of support from them. And, they've been with me the whole way too. It's been great.
All right, so guys, let's talk about Rashan Slater getting that bag. You know what I'm saying? We heard Deion Henley saying the brick truck was in. What does it mean to sign a guy like that, especially for Justin Herbert, who's protected by him?
Yeah, you just mentioned it, Justin Herbert. That's the cornerstone of this organization. And when you sign a guy like him who's going to be protecting his blind side, you're saying that we're all in. You're saying that we're dedicated, we're invested, and we're here for the long haul. And that's what they showed by paying him that big boy bag.
Yeah, he did it from the jump, too. He was selected 13 overall, pick after Micah Parsons. Second team All-Pro his rookie year, a two-time Pro Bowler. And for having Justin Herbert as your biggest investment, next best thing is having that blind side protected. So you have Rashan Slater and Joe Alt, perhaps the best tackle duo in the NFL, to go with Mekhi Becton. I think Justin Herbert's pretty happy today as well.
Yeah, he's very happy. So he's being protected, but also Justin Herbert has some weapons. So now let's talk about some of the weapons that the quarterback has. We're looking at some of the rookies here so far at camp, doing a great job. And check this out. Let's start with first-round pick running back Omarion Hampton. I mean, this guy, when you look at him, that's how I want to look, right? Yeah. Looks like he was built in a petri dish, a guy who did some amazing things at UNC. How big of an addition is that to the running game?
No, he looked like he was built in a lab, Darren. Like, when you look at him, this is what a running back is supposed to look like, a first-round running back. His physique, his size, and then you look at his size, you won't think he's a burner, but he has speed as well. Listen, Jim Harbaugh's team is built off toughness, built off running the ball between the trenches, between the tackles, and he's the right guy for the job.
Honestly, I was surprised that he was there at 22 overall. With Ashton Jeanty going 6 to the Raiders, I thought somebody like the Cowboys or the Broncos or somebody was going to scoop him up before the Chargers got him at 22 overall. He just adds a different dimension to the running game. We hope Najee Harris is out here sooner than later, but that 1-2 punch, they were lacking that in the playoff game. They averaged 2.9 yards per carry on the ground against the Texans, that wild card game, rather. A big reason why they lost that game, frankly, guys.
Well, the guy averaged 138.5 rushing yards per game. That is second in the FBS, so they're adding a great piece there at the running back position. Now, they also added a trio of skilled players with a lot of potential, you guys. Which offensive weapon stood out the most to you guys today? Or should I say in all the training camp?
Yeah, go ahead, Julio.
Hey, I've been ringing his name.
We've been saying it a lot,
KLS, I've been ringing his name straight out of Auburn, the young 5th-round pick. 4.37 speed, guys, and I say this because, listen, Justin Herbert has been needing that guy who can take off the top of the defense. He's been needing that guy who can stretch the defense, make defenses play a too-high safety so they can have a light box for guys like Omarion Hampton to run the ball between those tackles. He's been real. Listen, when you look at Chargers social media, when you look at what the highlight reels that have been playing, it's him taking deep ball and deep ball after one another, man. I'm excited to see what he does coming here in 3 days.
I'll take the other two rookies.
Okay.
The second rounder, Trey Harris.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, last year he was hurt in October. First 7 games, though, 987 receiving yards. He's a baller. He's the future of this Chargers wide receiving core. And I'll go with Rondé Gatson, too, another 5th-round pick. You mentioned KLS was a 5th-round pick. Gatson, 13-team All-American at Syracuse. He just looks the part. Every single practice, he's made a play. And I go back to what Joe Ortiz did last year in the 5th round, drafting Cam Hart and Tarheeb Still, starting corners. If KLS and Rondé Gatson hit, maybe Joe Ortiz should be in camp.
Bringing in those good players. All right, now the biggest beneficiary of all this offensive talent, of course, is the quarterback, Justin Herbert. Guys, he's entering his 6th season. He's been balling out so far. Like, now you have the running backs. You have better running backs. Sorry about the papers. You also have the receivers. How do you think Justin Herbert's feeling right now?
I mean, I know he's feeling good. Like, I came in with Herbert when he was a rookie, and I was in my 8th year, and he's grown so much as a leader, just vocally, how he speaks to the guys, the way he goes about his business. He's always been a pro, but you see year in and year out, he just continues to grow as a leader, and that's what I'm impressed about with this guy. Because when he came in, his real monotone, he was quiet. His work, his job on the field did the speaking, but now he's a lot more vocal. But I know he's really, really excited with those weapons around him.
This is the thing you have to think about when we talk about Justin Herbert with Jim Harbaugh. Last year, he missed all of training camp with the plantar fascia injury. He had an ankle injury week 2 against the Panthers, could barely stand for a couple of weeks. He's healthy now. He knows this system. He's got better weapons around him. He's got a more improved offensive line. Justin Herbert has all the tools necessary to get this team to where they need to go.
All right, let's go more on Justin Herbert. And obviously, he was the biggest beneficiary of all that offensive talent. And he caught up with our Jim Hill after practice today.
Nice.
I mean, rightfully so. We've known, since the first day he got here how special he was. He's been an integral part of this team, and we knew it was going to get done. It was only a matter of time, and we had his back no matter what. He's a great teammate, was here, learning, doing everything the right way, and just happy for him. A lot of hard work.
Talk about the offseason. What did you do in the offseason to get prepared for this year?
Yeah, just got to work. That was the most important thing, was to get back to business, and I think we did that. It was a great off season. Looking forward to the opportunity of another season. A lot of great work so far, but continuing to build.
And when we think about the upcoming season, man, there are great expectations. I mean, there's always been great expectations here, but especially this year with you and everything else that's around you.
Yeah, I think going into year 2 of this offense, I think we're steps ahead of where we were last year, and I think that's important. And just having an understanding of what Coach Roman wants when he calls a specific play, I think we're getting there. And receivers, as long as we're all working together, getting our timing down, I'm really excited to see what they can do.
Okay. All right, the last time we saw Herbert in action, he threw 4 picks in a wild-card loss to the Texans. But in the regular season, you guys, Herbert set career highs in several areas, including quarterback rating, touchdown to interception ratio, as well as rushing attempts and rushing yards. So let's bring in Jalil Adai, Chris Hayre back again, and let's talk more about the man with the plan, Justin Herbert. With all these weapons now, we know what he has done in the first 5 seasons. Nobody has thrown more passing yards than that guy.
Yeah.
Now that he's entering his 6th season, what are your expectations now for him with all these weapons?
Look, the sky's the limit for Justin, and you heard what he said just now on that clip. Year 2 in Greg Roman's system. So now they're familiar, right? And this is the time as a player when you're in camp, you work out all the kinks, you work out all the stuff that you may think there's an issue in, and you see what works best and what doesn't. And this is why it's so vital that he's here. Like you mentioned, Chris, last year he wasn't in practice. This year he's here. They're allowed to get those reps in, stay after practice, timing, right? So all that is so important, man. I'm excited to see what Justin can bring to the table. Listen to me. I think he has what it can be to be a league MVP and take this team to the Super Bowl. He has the weapons, and that defense on the other side of the ball is not too shabby themselves.
Yeah, there's not a bigger competitor than Justin Herbert. He knows what happened in Houston. He knows about those picks. He was trying to make plays, too. Let's keep it real. To take a page out of your book, Derek, okay. Lavikalki was the only receiver that he had in that game. 197 yards. You improve the passing options. You improve the offensive line. You bring in Amarian Hampton and Najee Harris. He has all the tools he needs, and believe me, that Houston game will fuel him in 2025.
Well, we will say this. If Justin Herbert can basically have the most passing yards through 6 seasons, he will break the record that Hall of Famer Peyton Manning set. That's some good company to be in. Good company to be in. All right, another Chargers legend is headed into the Hall of Fame this weekend. Coming up, we'll look ahead to Antonio Gates' big day in the Hall of Fame game. And he plays defense, he plays offense, and he plays special teams. We talk with Scott Matlock, Ms. X.
Love those guys. Now, they know how to have a good time. Now, this guy is about to have a really good time. Now, she's taking her time having a good time. Come celebrate 20 years of good times at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo, good times.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions. You can find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. I'm Gina Bellich, along with Super Bowl champ and two-time Pro Bowler Vernon Davis. So, Vernon, tell everyone watching who should call right now.
Well, Gina, if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money it's potentially worth.
Thanks, Vernon. You know, the phones have really been busy. So what kind of calls have we been getting?
We're getting calls about all types of accidents, from car accidents to slip and falls and so many others. So if you were injured in an accident, don't go at it alone. Call for a free case review and find out how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Vernon. You heard the man. Call now to find out how much money you qualify for.
All right, welcome back. It's a big week for Bolts fans. First, the Hall of Fame game on Thursday, and then the main event on Saturday. That's when Chargers legend, you know his name, Antonio Gates, is set to be enshrined into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, headlining the four-person 2025 class. Now, for Gates, I mean, his resume speaks for itself. He's one of the greatest tight ends ever to play the game. And peep this. Peep the numbers, you guys. 955 receptions for 11,841 receiving yards. Good gosh. Over his 16-year career, both ranked fourth among tight ends all time, while his 116 career touchdown receptions are most all time by a tight end. Wow. So let's bring in Jalil Adai and Chris Hayre now. And Jalil, I'm going to start with you, my man, because you played with the guy. What does it mean to you to see one of your former teammates getting into the Hall of Fame in Antonio Gates?
I mean, Darren, it means a lot. It means everything. Just knowing that, you know, I've been to war with this guy on the field, practices, blood, sweat, and tears. I came in as an undrafted free agent. He was undrafted, and he's one of the guys that I looked up to when I came into the league. And to see his name get mentioned with the greats now, which rightfully so, he should have been last year. Listen, it's humbling. It's awesome. I get to tell my 4 kids at home that I play with the Hall of Famer.
What about you, Chris? You're going to be there. You're going to camp.
Yeah, I'll be there, and I love the Hall of Fame in general. But what a nostalgic weekend for Charger fans, too. To see Phillip Rivers retire as a Charger last week, right? Yep. All of Antonio Gates' touchdowns came from Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers, except for 4. 2 from Doug Flutie and 2 from LaDainian Tomlinson, a Hall of Famer himself who's going to be there. So just to relive those glory days and see all those guys come together, it's just going to be a special weekend.
Now, there's already 8 Hall of Famers, 8 Hall of Fame tight ends already that have been enshrined. Antonio Gates will be the 9th, but if you look at all of them, nobody had more receiving touchdowns by a tight end than Antonio Gates. What can you say about a guy, Jalil, that never played organized football until he put on the NFL jersey? This was a basketball player.
Yeah, one word, he's an athlete.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I played football since the age of 7, and I didn't make it to the Hall of Fame.
Although you got that gold jacket on right now.
You see me? No, man, listen, I played with Gates. I battled against him week in and week out, every day in practice. And he's just a craftsman, man. He great hands, great routes. But a lot of people don't understand he was smart. He knew what coverage was coming based on what the safeties were tilted, if the linebackers were bossed over or not. He was a gentleman of the game. He was a student of the game. And you've seen it with his work day in and day out each and every Sunday.
And Darren, he spans generations, too. He was a Los Angeles Charger. He broke that touchdown record week 2 against the Miami Dolphins at StubHub Center, formerly Dignity Health Sports Park.
Yep.
2017 that happened. His last touchdown against the Patriots in the playoffs in that 2019 divisional round. So, again, just to see what Gates has done over the span of so many years with the Chargers, it's fitting that he is the headliner this weekend.
Yeah. All right, now one guy you can expect to see on Thursday is Swiss Army knife Scott Matlock. The guy, I mean, he can play fullback, he can play defensive tackle, and special teams. So when he stopped by our set, and I asked him what side of the ball he actually really wants to play this season.
I'm rolling with both again.
Okay, both
again.
I said this is Travis Hunter
in the flesh. the Travis Hunter before the Travis Hunter.
Exactly.
How's training camp going for you so far?
Training camp's going good. Just trying to stack these days. Get better each day. I think we're doing a really good job. Everyone, coaches, staff. I mean, I think we got something special going here.
Scott, just playing in the league, just knowing playing one position, how tough it is physically, mentally, and you're doing defensive tackle, fullback, and don't you forget special teams ace as well, right?
That's right.
Tip my hat off to you, but just explain to the people at home, like how difficult is it for a professional like you to play offense, defense, and special team mentally and physically?
Yeah, first off, thank you. That means a lot, and I'm doing my best over here trying to manage it all, and it's a lot. I don't think I give myself enough credit for what I'm doing. Long days, knowing both playbooks and special teams. You know, when it comes to scouting the other team is for a game week, I got to know literally their whole team, offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, their special teams, obviously on the certain phases I'm on. You know, and it's a lot. It's stressful, but I think it's worth every moment. And, you know, so I'm just going to keep doing it until I guess I can. I don't know.
All right, let's talk more. I mean, Scott Matlock plays every position except for the bench. Chris, what can you say about what he contributes to this Bolts team?
You know, it's just a rarity to have. I mean, you know this better than anybody. It's very difficult to play on both sides of the football, plus special teams. You know, we were joking that he was Travis Hunter before Travis Hunter, but on a serious note, like the more you can do, especially being a Swiss Army knife in Jim Harbaugh's offense, defense, and special teams, he'll find a spot for you, Jaleel.
Yeah, I tip my hat to him. Offense, defense, special teams, all three phases. He does a really good job on all three of those phases. And a lot of people say, well, man, it must be a lot physically. You guys have no idea how many meetings each one of those phases have. So the mental capacity that he shows is really, really impressive.
Very impressive. Right. We'll be right back after the break. We'll be joined by some of the dogs here for adoption. The dogs are actually right here. We'll see them on the other side.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it the most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase, your benefit will never decrease, there's no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. By calling now, you'll lock in the lowest rate possible. Call now for your free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. You have no obligation. Call now.
Do you or a loved one suffer from varicose veins, spider veins, leg pain or cramps, swollen legs, ulcers in the legs, or difficulty standing for a long period of time? If left untreated, these symptoms can become more severe, leading to more serious medical problems. USA Vein Clinics is a national leader in vein care, and we are passionate about helping you get back to doing the things you love. Call today to schedule your consultation. Don't delay. Treatment only takes 15 minutes, and you can resume normal activity the same day. The best part is that treatment is covered by most insurance plans, including Medicare. Don't wait another day to take control of your life again and get back to doing the things you love. Call to schedule your consultation at 323-379-1777. That's 323-379-1777. Call now.
All right, welcome back to Chargers training camp. And who let the dogs out? I mean, we have some special guests right now, but let's go to Heather Berto, and let's get straight to it. Why are the dogs here at Chargers training camp?
Well, so on Sunday, August 3rd, we're having our family day here at camp. We're celebrating families, and we're going to have a dog adoption, so you can come and add to your family on that day.
Heather, this initiative means so much to the organization. Just tell us how it started and just the things that you guys do throughout the year.
Yeah, we do a ton throughout the year. This started it's an important cause for a lot of our players, our ownership, a lot of our staff, and we know a lot of Angelinos out there, a lot of our fans as well. So we've been doing this now for 5+ years, and we have lots of pet adoptions throughout the year. This one we're partnering with Wallace Annenberg Pet Space for this adoption, but we partner with a number of organizations as well throughout the year. We have a service dog as well who is going to be with us on Family Day.
That's awesome.
So Mine's obviously loves his mic. Already has a paw on here, like he just wants to take control of the desk. But one thing that I love, especially what the Chargers are doing, the first 5 adoptions, they're paying for the adoption fees. Like, how cool is that to have that partnership and to allow these pups to find a great home?
Yeah, absolutely. We're paying for the adoption fees. We don't want that to be a barrier for anyone, and we also just want to encourage people to bring a new family member home.
So I appreciate it. We gotta go to break, but
looks like Darren's about to sign some papers.
I may sign some papers. All right, still I'm gonna be like Rashan Slater. I'm gonna sign these papers to get this dog. All right, still to come. We'll wrap things up here on the Chargers training camp special. We'll be right back, you guys.
Living in Southern California means living in microclimates. But with the next weather sphere, we can walk you through the entire terrain. It doesn't matter where you are, the mountains, the deserts, the valleys, the beaches, and see how these microclimates are impacted by the weather. And what this means is we can prepare you for weather in a way that's never been done before here in Southern California. And that's really exciting. It's the next weather sphere, and it's only on KCAL News.
This is what Molly's family doesn't call the media room, because it also hosts the neighbors for game night. The neighbor's dog is invited too. So this is how Molly deals with random clutter, tacky remotes, ugly wires. This is a spot for Molly's family heirloom. It's a long story. And space for Molly to support Alan's new hobby. That's clever. That's one of Molly's favorite words. So is this. This is designed by California Closets, a company that's been listening to customers like Molly for nearly 50 years. This is our logo. Schedule your free design consultation now.
When a truck hit my car, the insurance company wasn't fair. I didn't know what my case was worth, so I called the Barnes firm.
I'm Rich Barnes. It's hard for people to know how much their accident case is worth. Let our injury attorneys help you get the best result possible.
Every so often I would eat something and I'd crack another tooth. I just had so much tooth damage and decay, and I was struggling with it.
The team at Smile On Implants have transformed thousands of smiles. With affordable monthly payments, you can get that beautiful smile too in just one day.
Smile On Implants has completely changed my life. It's even better than I could have even imagined.
Get your confidence back. Call 855-508-5999 for your free smile consultation.
She's inquisitive.
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Coming up next.
All right, welcome back to the Chargers training camp special, and obviously we signed those papers. The puppies are still here.
Yes,
coming up later this week, the Chargers' first preseason game against the Lions. It's in Canton. It's a Hall of Fame game.
Yep.
What are your thoughts in regards to leading up into that moment, and what do you think that preseason game is going to be like, Jalil?
I think it's going to be fun. You're going to see a lot of young guys out there that's, aiming for their lifelong dream. These guys are young guys who played football for a very long time. This might be their first game. It is their first game of their career, and hopefully not their last, but they're going to be out there competing for a job. These guys have families, and they're going to be out there putting their best foot forward to take another person's position.
Julia, it's a great point, and what an opportunity to have an extra preseason game for the back end of the roster to kind of make a really good first impression on this coaching staff. And, of course, some of the guys that were drafted, I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do in that first game. It's one thing to do it in practice, but doing it in a game, completely different deal.
All right, we're going to see what the Chargers are going to do against the Lions on Thursday. I don't know. I feel like this should be like a puppy bowl with our puppies here.
All right, you know what? My puppy's warmed up.
Puppy's warmed up?
Got something to say.
Mine's looking at me. Mine already has the game face. Look, the game face. Hold on. All right, listen, that's going to do it for the Chargers training camp special. This dog loves me. Right. That's it. See you guys.
Goodbye, everybody.